deserve this, and we need to have better outcomes, more programming at the national level, bringing in people from all over the country, citizens advisory groups as well, being very transparent to the public. I mean, this is a critical junction in the juvenile center here in Tulsa, and we're ready for the challenge and to make this as good as it's ever been.
Can you give us some clarity on the future of Kevin Gray?
Kevin Gray, as far as I know, continues and will continue to work for the Juvenile Bureau. That will be the part of the Juvenile Bureau that is the legal side, the courts and the program. All of that stays with them. And we do not have any jurisdiction whatsoever regarding that. This is just our program, or our part of this is for the detention side. So his employment or direction by the judge, presiding judge, that's between her and him.
So, Mr. Sallee, for the last 2 months, it's the line that has been given is the commissioners don't have oversight of the facility. Obviously, today there was a change. What led to that change?
Well, that's a good question, because people have asked that before. You know, we don't have jurisdiction, but yet here you are making a change. You have jurisdiction. Well, as long as the OJA and the Juvenile Bureau are in sync with the Bureau managing that, we don't have any authority to engage in operations at the Bureau. It is between the Bureau and the OJA. When a change is made, like today, then we do have full authority to manage just the detention only. The other side, the court side of the Bureau, that still remains with the Bureau and OJA as far as that working relationship.
When did you decide to get the ball rolling on this?
Well, we're obviously paying attention and understand some of the issues more and more of difficulty. That has been a discussion between OJA and the Bureau, and until the Bureau comes, or the AJA comes to us, OJA comes to us, and is at their wits' end. I mean, they put them on probation, they've taken them off of probation. Now they put them back on probation. I think they just, and rightfully so, has lost confidence in Judge Gray's leadership of managing the detention facility. I can't speak to the judicial side. We're not involved in that either. But now we are in the detention side. So I think we're going to shut it down. They said that, and or make some changes. They didn't mandate us taking this over. This was part of the conversations of options, but the number one option is they were going to shut it down, and unless some changes were made. So this has been done before in Oklahoma County, and it was a transition. Oklahoma County took over, and once they got it to where they were comfortable, it went back to the OJA to manage, and it's been managing that way ever since. So
ultimately, for the children that were harmed because of the mismanagement, who is responsible?
Well, I can't speak to the litigation part of it. All I can say is on the Keith Wilkes is the attorney, and he's the one that's dealing with all the lawsuits. So,
did you go to the OJA, or did they come to you with this request?
We've continued discussions, but they came to us, not to the request, but for the discussion. And the discussion centered on, because there's several options of subcontracting this out to a third authority, kind of structured like the Criminal Justice Authority that oversees the funding of the jail. But this was one that was of interest to them, and we accepted the challenge, and because we think we're going to make a difference. I mean, we're in this to take care of the youth that's in there, and to reintegrate them into society. And I mean, it's about the kids, and we're rolling our sleeves up. We're all in on this. Whatever resources we need, we've got partners that we're going to bring in that's going to assist Mr. Parker and the County Commission. At least now we have the authority to be engaged in the operations, and I look forward to making this great outcome.
What-
When they approach you?
It was, I stated that, I believe, this Monday.
Okay,
I believe.
all right, that's all.
What action did the Board of County Commissioners take last year when Judge Kevin Gray expressed concern over his ability to properly oversee this facility?
I don't recall Judge Gray asking me that question. I know recently he's had a letter out that stated exactly that he thinks it's flawed and it's not working. And I wholeheartedly disagree with that, because it's worked for 50-some years. It's working for counties all over the state. It's having judges in there like Judge Francine and administrators like Justin Jones. It's having those people with experience and dedication and a heart to make a difference, to run these facilities like they should be ran. So the structure, although it limits us, I mean, we paid the bills. I mean, while that's in there, they don't communicate with us on the ongoing daily operations. We found out about during the walkthroughs when they put them on probation, we found out about that after the walkthrough and the findings. And between them two, they work that out. And so when they don't work that out, they put them back on probation. And we have no involvement in that process. That's what's frustrating. We'd like to, but we just don't have statutory rights to do that. Now, we could have, at that time, you could always say, well, we're going to cut our ties. OJA wasn't asking for that. They were trying to work this out with the Bureau, and they gave them more than ample time to correct it, and they still have not corrected. And it, this is, you have to have the dedication and to work this. This is serious business, and kids' lives are at stake and their futures are at stake. And for some reason, for 55 years, this has worked at Tulsa, 50-some years, this has worked for Tulsa County. And it has for Judge Carter, Judge Francine. Many judges have been Bureau judges that have worked the detention facilities. And it's worked. And it's to me, it's about the people and the dedication and your management. And OJA lost confidence in the leadership. And they weren't telling us, they weren't requesting us, but that was a discussion that they wanted to have with us, where they were going to shut it down. And we just thought shutting it down was not an option for us. We want to make an impact. We want to make a difference, and that's what we're planning on doing.
Do you recall Judge Gray?
So the time we have
Yeah.
today, so
Okay.
I will make sure.
Okay. Thank you very much.